rooms and SAing them.
Oh.
This is from the judge.
Oh.
There's the case number. It matches the records. There's the proof. There's the proof. There's the proof. I'm done. That's all. I'm done.
God damn it! You can't make this shit up!
Popping they pets on my coat. I'm on the road. Feel like I'm Batman. Damn, what? Smart as a madman.
What's going on, man? It's your boy Jay. Watching the videos, liking it, comment, and you subbing. I appreciate you. Today's a very, 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 very sad video. You know what I'm saying? Prayers for her and especially them kids, bro. Like, that's a weird situation, and it's a tough, traumatizing situation to be in for anybody that had been victimized from that. We're skipping like the actual video. We're gonna put her response because she clapped back recently to the guy, like the husband's niece. She had something to say about it, trying to blame the son, I believe. Only watched like 10 seconds into it. Like I said, bro, we're just spreading awareness. We're just spreading awareness, bro, because it's sad, bro.
My name is Dee, and I am the niece of the trophy wife's husband. Now, I know you know who the trophy wife is because she's been going up and down my timeline for the last couple of days. Her name is Isis, or Paloma, which is her real name. This lady is completely insane. Let's just start from there. Background story. Her and my uncle got together really quick. From what I've been seeing and what I've been told, she thought that she was getting a come up with my uncle. But then when things didn't go her way and she pretty much seen that she could no longer hide the things that she was doing behind closed doors, she ended up trying to find a different route, which was to come on here and lie to you all and tell you that her daughter had been touched by her dad, which that is not the case. Her daughter had been touched by her son, and she didn't want anybody to know because she wanted to try to make it seem like my uncle was the bad guy because she wasn't getting what she wanted in the divorce. Hello, everyone.
Let's just say...
For you,
okay, but either way, right? That was just part one. Either way, it's still just... Bro, watch your kids. Watch your surroundings and watch your family. I understand you want to defend somebody, but at the end of the day, it don't matter who did it. Them kids, them two little girls, no, bro. And all the women and guys as well that got to go through that, bro, no.
Smart ladies out there who sat up there and thought to yourselves, oh, you know, this cannot be true. This can't be, you know, something that a woman would allow, which it's not. It's not something that a woman would allow. I am a victim of whatever you want to call it.
You're a victim of that.
And I don't appreciate one bit of the accusations being put out there, especially not just because they're fake, not just because that they're out there just for clout, but because of the fact that this involves a family member of mine who I care about dearly. Multiple family members, if you want to put that out there, because the kids are my family too. The boys are somebody else's. The girls and the last baby are a part of my family.
Right.
And if they're being harmed in any kind of way, I definitely would want to stand up for them, for sure. But her son is the one that the baby first initially said that was touching her. My grandmother was changing the baby one day, and she seen that it was red down there, and she said that her brother did it. Now, when they went to court, the court did not believe what she was saying because Paloma had already ISIS had already put out a case against my uncle because my uncle was furious when he found out that her oldest son was touching the girls.
Oh, wow.
So he went out and tried to, seek help to figure out what he should do about getting her son away from the girls so that they would no longer have to go through this. But as soon as he did that, ISIS went and took papers out on him claiming that he did it because she didn't want her son to go down for it.
And after this, she still clapped back. Trophy's wife, she clapped back to this. So we're gonna read that after. We're gonna listen to that right after this part 4.
Top of all of this, she's sitting over here acting like she's the best parent in the world when if y'all go look for yourself, y'all will see that she has a child abuse case of her own.
Uh-oh.
Her youngest son she tried to put it on my uncle that he abused her youngest son, which loves my uncle to death. But the day that her and her ex tried to put out there that my uncle had abused her son, he wasn't in the state. He wasn't nowhere near.
Right.
So once they went to the hospital and they took the little boy to the hospital, the one thing that they didn't do this time is the social workers pulled him aside and started asking him questions and asked him, who hurt you? Come to find out, the little boy told and said that it was her.
Oh, man. Well, with that allegation, bro, it's only right for her to say something back after, trying to blame the son for doing it to him and not the actual husband. Let's see what she got to say, man.
Hi, everyone. I couldn't get on here fast enough. I couldn't get on here fast enough when I heard people are trying to blame my son.
Uh-oh.
I couldn't get on here fast enough.
Uh-oh.
Couldn't get on here fast enough.
Talk your ish.
I thought I heard someone who I've never met in my life coming on here trying to blame my son. Someone whom I've never met in my life trying to come on here and blame my son for the sick and disgusting things that my daughter's father was doing. This is not a game. This is not a game.
At all.
How dare you? How dare you blame this on an innocent child? You talk about you got proof? You have proof? I've got proof right here. Right here. Show me your paperwork. Show me your paperwork. You talk about I am saying something different than when I was in court. Honey, you weren't even there. I've seen you in my life. It's not very good. Oh my gosh.
That's our connection. Think about this, right? Even in some of her videos, the little girls are yelling, saying, ow.
I understand the struggle of that. Definitely. But, there's that saying, when you get sick and tired, you'll make a change. And that's very true. So it's just all about whenever you have the courage to do that.
And they're pretty much saying, well, you knew. That's alleged, like, oh, she knew. I'm just like, bro, y'all don't know nothing. Everything is alleged. It's a word of mouth. But come on.
It's not very good. Oh my gosh. Y'all want to see my protective order? Y'all want to see my protective order right here? I'm going to cover my daughter's name. I'm going to cover my daughter's name. In the case of a vulnerable adult and a minor child, a relative, there is a preponderance of the evidence to believe that the respondent committed the following acts of abuse.
Uh-oh.
Statutory abuse of a child. R word or a statutory S offense.
Uh-oh.
Father has been coming into two-year-old and 4-year-old daughter's rooms and SAing them. This is from the judge. There's the case number. It matches the records. There's the proof. There's the proof. There's the proof. I'm done. That's all. I'm done.
She ain't playing with y'all. All right, so that was her, responding back to, the allegation. But right here, we're gonna listen to a couple. This is the official on her channel. If people don't know what's really going on, this is really what it is.
And immediately, my first thought was, did someone touch her?
Sad, man. That is sad. That's very sad.
So I asked her, I said, baby, did somebody touch you? And she ended up saying it was Daddy.
Take your time, buddy. Take your time.
I felt like my world ended on that day. My husband wasn't home at the time when she told me, but I knew he would be coming home soon, so all I could do was just say, don't tell him that you told me. And I just instantly started trying to think of how I could get my kids out of the house. Because I knew if I confronted him or asked him about it, that he would just lie. And that he would probably just continue to keep doing stuff to her, but just become more covert or more sneaky or whatever. As soon as my husband got home, he was actually picking up the boys from school, my two older boys from school.
Boom, right there. She have a 16-year-old, and I forgot how old the other one was. So that's when they was trying to blame one of them onto, doing this evil act to those two little girls.
As soon as he got home, I told him that I was gonna go Halloween shopping with my sister because I just needed an excuse to get out of the house with all the kids. And I knew if I said something like, oh, I'm going to the grocery store, that it would be suspicious. Like, why am I bringing all the kids and like packing things, like things that we would need and things like that. So going Halloween shopping was the best thing I could think of to just hurry up and get the kids out of the house. I'm sorry, I had to get myself together. So when I got to the hospital, they basically told me that we had to go to another hospital because they didn't do physical exams like that kind of physical exam there. So a police officer escorted the kids and I to another hospital where they were able to evaluate my daughters. It ended up coming out that he had actually been touching both of my daughters, who are only 2 and 4 years old. It still feels like a dream. Like, when
Alright, babe, you gotta hurry up a little bit.
I kept waking up every day and just hoping that this was a dream. Because it's literally my worst nightmare.
Hey man, that's the video, bro. That's sad. That's the video. Yo, man. Either way it go, still a sad scenario that these two little girls, been touched, and they gotta lock somebody up. I don't know if the niece is saying the correct information, or she just online just want to defend them, talking about, oh, she's going through a divorce and she can't get what she wants. Not saying that that's true, but we can consider, because women lie. But for them to lie like this and lie about that, in this case scenario, putting them child's lives in jeopardy, no. Especially if you go to the hospital and the judge, you got to protect the order. I don't think she's lying, bro. I don't think she's lying 100, not at all, bro. You know what I'm saying? Prayers for them daughters, bro. Pray for them kids, you know what I'm saying? Because that's very traumatizing. Very traumatizing for male and female. But hey, man, that's why I wanted to wait it out, bro. I wanted somebody else to talk about it. I wanted somebody else to see if they can just critique it or just wait for all the facts to roll out, you know? I don't want to jump the gun too early. Like I said, prayers for them. I'm Jay. Sad situation, bro. I hope them girls heal from it. I'm Jay. I'm gone.